Welcome to Fit In Podcast. Once again, the name is still Mr. K. You can also call me SKIMO, Skimo. On this channel, we do talk about relationship. We talk about political issues trending, fitness, and also 1v1 interviews. So today's topic is going to be an interesting one, and it's about relationship. I don't know. Say what relationship now say you true and now say who true be. I don't know if the relationship that you are in, if the person loves you back or he or she doesn't. So today's topic, we are going to talk about at what point in the relationship should you consider getting married to your partner. Since I have here with me Miss Anne and Prince, they are here to share their thoughts. Okay, so Miss Anne, what do you think about it? Since you are the lady.
Okay, so to me, I don't know. There's a lot of questions that comes with it because of late. My question is, are you in a relationship with somebody or somebody is in a relationship with you or you guys are in a relationship? Because sometimes you actually be dating somebody, this is my man, this is my girl. But to no massa, we they play. Do you get it? So on your side, that's maybe you the one in it, no? You think, oh, Charlie, we've come far. We have to go and see parents and stuff. But Charlie, mostly when you get to those points now, and I'm saying, do you get it? They are pulling back. Why not? Like, we should go and see parents. That's where you see either the girl or the guy is actually pulling back. So sometimes, first you have to check if you guys are in a relationship together. Like, if the girl is in you, you are in the man.
I'll come to you, but you make Prince also flow in mind because what you just said, I have some questions to ask you. So,
okay. So I should flow.
yeah.
I think the predisposition of the question is assuming that both of you are in a relationship. You actually like each other. It's not one-sided as you're saying. Like that one is a valid point. But let's just assume, say, two people are dating, they actually like each other and everything else, right? So in that scenario, in that case, at what point should they consider marriage? I think that's where the question actually lies from.
Yes.
Comes from, I mean. So the point, I think, the first point that's if you are in a serious relationship with a girl, you should consider marriage is when you are financially stable as a guy, right? Because everything boils down to money. Let's face the fact.
Yeah.
Or don't know, you know, be the other. At the end of the day, you have to pay fees, you have to pay bills. Then, so I think the first critical point you should look at is your finances. Now, if you look at your finances and your finances are right, and I'm assuming that since you're in a relationship with somebody that you're already considering of marrying the person, I think her behavior, you have checked it. If you are sexually attracted to her, you have checked it. Everything else, you have checked it. So I think there's not much check boxes you have to check, because if you are already in a serious relationship with a person, you should already be checking that boxes already in the first place. You get?
From the same statement you just made there, how much do you think you forget before you get married?
In terms of financial,
Yeah.
you can't put an exact figure
I think you should be able to afford some basic things.
So you should be able to afford rent,
water bills, light bills, those little things. Something to put food on the table.
But I have a question for Han. Right now, the girls have a minimum amount a guy should make before they would even date you. Some would say, oh, if he doesn't make 6 figures in a year, if he doesn't make, say, let's bring it to our Ghana. I saw a video yesterday or this dawn. A girl was saying that if you have a 9-to-5 job and you make from 3,000 to 5,000, she considers it as peanuts. So so she's not going to marry a guy of such financial status. You get? So imagine the pressure on the male child right now that you are telling me Chrome has Chrome make it 3,000 to 5,000 cedis. It's peanuts. Now it's her own benchmark that she has set for herself. So that one I can't argue her on that. But I can argue her on the realistic nature of her standards. So the thing is this. Chrome police were just saying, teachers were just saying, nurses just saying, bankers just saying, You see, somebody will say, I have a good job, a good paying job, maybe something like 3,500. And actually, to be very frank with you, 3,500, a monthly salary in Ghana is a good salary, right? So if somebody is sitting on a podcast saying, oh, if you don't make above 3,000, about 5,000 cedis, probably, let's say her benchmark is 10,000. That means you have to make 120,000 a year, 1.2 billion. Look at it, before she would consider marrying you, right? So if you're in a relationship with such a person, you have to know your financial status as a man before you even consider marrying the girl. I'm sure she will even date you if you bring up that amount. So what I think is the first thing is your financials, and your financials. If you put say $1 million, 1 million cedis, you never know when you are going to make that money, right? And then if you put marriage far off to her, it's not the best scenario. So what you should do more is say, oh, okay, so I can afford rent, I can afford bills, as she was saying, light bill, water bill. Let's say we are able to have children. Can I afford health care? Can I afford, those essentials, the basic needs? No? If you can afford it and then have some small savings behind for emergencies, I think realistically you are good to go. But the situation is, the girls of today don't want that. Almost now 3,000, we have 3,000 to 5,000. That bang obey to Swakotaka. And the Toyota Vita 100,000. That bang.
Because they say no, so marriage list no crown and
Bosu.
that's for
Exactly. So the financial part on the guy, the financial burden, and even the weight of the financial burden
So,
of itself, no, it's very, very, very difficult.
What I want to say is that, you know, if you the lady, I'm talking on the lady side, if you the lady want to have a successful marriage, like you want to be happy in your marriage yourself, I think you should also be doing something for yourself. Because look at when he was just mentioning the basic things at home: paying rent, school fees, emergencies will come. That's on the man's side. What about you? And mind you, you the lady also have a family where maybe you have siblings you have to take care of. Are you going to depend on the man with all those things?
Most of them do, though.
Do you get it?
If you marry them, you have married
with me, I think that you, the lady, before you consider that I want to settle with a man, don't look at the man being financially stable, because the man being financially stable is also looking at certain responsibilities, which may even count you out. And you may come in when, today let me surprise my wife. But day in, day out, you may have like things that you want for yourself so badly. Do you understand? And if you don't take care, if you go and see a marriage where the man actually have all the money in this world to take care of their wife, and you feel pressured and you think you're not in a good home.
I disagree with you, though.
You think you think that because your friend has been is, I want to use lucky, is graced enough, or I don't make
Grace is a good,
grace,
right?
yes. It's great to have such a beautiful marriage home where the husband is always surprising the woman, taking her onto vacations and stuff. It doesn't mean that your husband is trying to just maintain the basic things you guys don't lack in the home doesn't mean the person doesn't love you. What are you also doing to support? Because let me be real here. These days, you meet those youths out there, and most of them are thinking about having most of us.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm part.
We are part.
Yeah, but most of us are thinking about having that rich guy with those. But I also see another generation where they think like, let me have the car myself. Let me have this myself. Doesn't mean that I don't recognize the man in my home. Do you understand? But to also make me happy. At the end of the day, if I want to eat loaded fries, I can buy it without testing, babe. If my guy can buy it for me, that's fine. But I don't have to ask him before I can do those things for myself. I think with that also help for you to decide on. So if you can do those things for yourself, if you can't do that, please don't enter into a marriage. If
One
you
thing
know
I
you the
disagree
lady,
with you
there are
is,
certain things.
You shouldn't necessarily look for a financially stable man. I don't think any woman should be in a relationship with a guy who's not financially stable.
No, like
especially marriage. You are not supposed to be with a guy who is not financially stable.
For that one, it's a fact.
It's a recipe for disaster.
See, when I said that make sure you can do certain things for yourself.
Yes.
Do you get it? And
With
you,
a
the
man who is
itself,
financially stable.
who is financially stable, or at least doing something.
No, at least you should be financially. There's no. I don't think there's any substitute for being financially stable before you marry as a man. There's no substitute because our role as men is to provide and to protect. Now, in the modern times, the provision and protection are all in sync with money. Right? If you have money, you can protect. You can be in a good environment where to assault your wife because you live in a
But
good
I
neighborhood.
actually also know couples that started somewhere together and they are somewhere today.
Those
I
are one-offs.
the basic one. You see,
No,
this
those
one,
are one-offs.
we are saying when, like, the two of you, you're in a relationship, you're dating, no.
So when do you think
You have to marry.
you have to get married?
And I'm saying that me
First of
on
all,
my
when the guy
side.
is financially stable.
Do you,
That is when marriage
then,
should
then,
be considered.
then
Okay,
if
what-
it comes
what
that
about-
way, maybe your balance, age also
Wait,
is a factor.
You see, there are some of
So-
that's what I'm saying, say.
He's trying to make
Maybe
a point. Go ahead.
age is
Okay,
also
you-
a factor.
okay.
So if you are considering being financially stable before you
First.
get married to the lady,
But
assuming
before you
assuming
continue,
assuming,
financially stable doesn't mean rich.
but you said
So go ahead.
the man is to protect and to provide.
Yes.
Maybe the man is not up to that standard that you are talking from the
By
aspect that
provision
you are.
and by providing and protecting,
Maybe
his
the man
family,
is there
yeah.
to protect and also to provide, but not all the time.
not all the time.
Yes, so the woman is considering,
And I'm
and then
30
now
years.
she's clocking 30 or
I understand your
she's
point.
30.
Yes.
So the
Leave
woman
him,
has
leave
to
him.
still wait.
No, leave him.
We should leave you.
Yeah.
Please, my he said you should leave him. So please, if you know he's not stable, he can't provide, leave him.
I mean, if you are
But to
clocking,
me,
no, I'm not saying.
See,
Hold on.
listen,
Please,
the
please,
truth
let me
is,
put some flesh on my scattered bone. My point is not say you cannot be with a struggling man, right? Of course, you should be. Not you should be. You can be. You can choose to be. Because say far, if a man is struggling, right, and he's with you, and you still respect him, you adore him, and you love him, and they start to make money, you are the most princess in the world. But if you are clocking 30, you think you want to marry, you are ready for marriage, you are ready for the institution of marriage, for kids and stuff, and this man is still a farm manual. Me, I'm not going to tell you to be with somebody's son, or no, still he's trying to find his feet when your biological clock is ticking. Because if you were my sister, I wouldn't advise that. You get the point.
Oh, for that one, yeah.
So
for that one, yeah,
if
my
you are
girls,
with, if
no,
you are with
you
a
don't
man
settle-
and then
I'm not saying
his
don't
finances
settle less,
are not
but-
good to a certain point, and then you are ready for marriage and stuff, and then you want to leave him, it's not a good feeling as a man, but it is what it is, isn't it? Just like as a man, if me, I'm ready for marriage, right? I have my finances together and everything together, and I go and meet a girl, and right now she's learning how to cook, right now she's learning how to treat a man. I don't have your time.
You go bounce.
Nice and easy. You get my point? Nobody owes anybody anything in this world. We are all looking for the best you can get. You get? So if you are ready for the best you can get, and then the person you are meeting is not meeting you at the point.
But don't you think that would be like more like a biased thing? Like as in from the onset, the first time you met the lady, you already know the lady can't cook. You've gotten to a point.
And I've been with you for 3 years and still
3
can't cook.
years.
Time down. Time in New York.
So you can support.
Oh, show me I'm a chef. Papa. Time in New York.
Sorry.
See, for example,
all
let
this
me finish the
argument
point.
thing,
Let
all
me finish
this,
the point.
okay.
Say you meet the guy at age 21, right? You've been with him for 5 years, and he's still finding his feet. Now you are 27. You are 29 now. You met him at 21. It's been 8 years, and he's still finding his feet. And I'll go to you. Or your rocket science grant go in the PhD.
For that one, yeah, see, I have no
See.
doubts. That's what I'm saying, say. Me, I won't, because, trust me, there are some of the ladies who actually meet the men out there, help them, they grow together.
After
They
8 years, 9
no,
years.
I'm not saying about that. I'm not talking about that too. Yeah,
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't meet a man.
Let-
that
why-
will go with
let-
you.
let-
why will
her
you
land.
date-
Okay.
Why will you date a man for 8 good years, 5 good years?
Why? What's the time limit?
Why? Like,
What's
why?
the time limit? What's the time
There's
limit?
no time limit.
But
Like
you
you
say,
did
why
for
would
8
you date
years.
a man for
Like,
five?
you did for 8 years and you're still in the marriage and there's nothing
No,
better
not
coming.
marriage,
you're
a
still-
relationship.
Relationship and you're still there and there's nothing coming and you're still there.
No, there's only, you see.
And the person don't even make attempts or
No,
don't
he's
even show
making.
that.
No. He's making fun and fire.
Fan and fire saying.
Say me I'll be
No,
something.
also at which point, that be also at which point should you consider to marry? Do you understand?
So the topic is already giving you the scenario that or the picture that you are already in a
A
relationship.
healthy relationship.
It's
So
good.
He's been a good man.
So
But
why
then
do you
his
think-
financial
why
stability
do you
to
think-
enter
okay, so
marriage?
For that one,
they
they're financially stable, you have to be. Because, Charlie, rent in these days, rent, even you're going to rent, Crampa, they will tell you 2 years advance. 1 year, Crampa, you're the shoe with 3.
Yes.
And this 1 year, and China about.
Yes.
As we enter January, we did
October right now.
It the ends of like November. Next week, no, we did November. Your rent go die very soon. You understand? So that one day, you have to at least, if nothing at all, you should have like 3 years rent down.
Hey, hold on. Do you know 3 years rent in Accra?
That's Accra.
That is
It's you
50,000,
that you
right?
want. It's you that you want to stay in Accra. But the
Where
other
do you
places.
Where do you want to live?
Kaswa.
Hey, I'm not saying Kaswa.
No, Kaswa
You don't like
is
Kaswa?
so easy.
But it's not easy. It depends on where you want to stay. That's what I'm saying, say. So if you want to live in Accra,
Where do you
wait,
want to live? No, be Accra.
And I'm saying that if you want to live in Accra, make sure you have 3 years Accra rent.
That is
Do you understand?
50,000 cities. Easy.
That's meaning you have a job that you've done your calculations and you know that Charlie, they pay me this and I can deduct to this years. Do you understand me? That's the calculation. I'm not saying you should have the money bogged down. Meaning you should have a job or you should have something
But you can
doing
lose
now.
his job.
You can lose. That one here can happen. That's what I'm saying. Say, I said, if you're a lady and you're also considering marry, don't go and marry the man because the man is rich. Because anything can happen at any time.
Yeah, any
The
given
man
time.
can
yeah.
lose everything at
Any given time. Yeah.
Do you understand me? And if the man goes down, doesn't mean you should go down.
But you people will
If
leave.
the man goes down,
When the
you
man
can
goes
also
down, you
try-
people will end the relationship.
It's not everybody.
Oh.
My dear, it's not
Oh,
everybody.
the women they will go.
99.9.999.999.
It depends on how you are
But
treating me.
they will leave.
No, it depends. Listen, I'm with you. And
If-
when
if
there
a man
was
doesn't
money,
have money,
wait,
how is
when
he
there was
supposed to
money,
treat
he
a
didn't
woman?
recognize me.
They
When there was
recognize
money,
you. You didn't recognize you, Ben. You recognize you.
no,
Because
when you
was
had
doing
money,
everything. Stop lying.
stop lying, say.
When a man is with a lady, right, and he has money, he takes you on a date. He does you this. He does you that. He does this for you.
So let's ask: are they doing it?
They are doing it.
Are they doing
See,
it?
Ghanaian men and say, hey, they're force you.
They be romantic, eh?
No, I won't put the word romantic on them, but then they try pass. Because if you are dating a Ghanaian girl,
And
what they
that's what I'm
catch
saying,
her
say,
with
and I'm make her say, to me, you know,
boy.
to me, you know,
What
if
the
you
cap
want to
length?
settle for marriage or you're in a relationship and you want to settle for marriage, and Charlie, as you are living together doing what couples are doing, like you are doing all those things, you
Example, couple no more thing. What are they doing?
doing what they are doing. Do you
Example.
understand? You go to the house, some of them go and cook, wash, do all those things, you know.
It's all things.
You are doing all those things. Why can't you be with the person? Do you understand me? If
No,
you are,
you
if
see,
no,
your
wait,
finances in a relationship is different from your finance. Because if I'm dating, if I'm dating you, yeah.
then you should leave the person.
Hold on.
If you think you
Hold on.
going
No,
to
let
the
me finish my
house,
point. Let me
doing
finish my
other
point.
things,
No, I'm telling you that my finances in a relationship, right, it's not necessarily the same as my finances in a marriage. Because my
What's
finances in a marriage might include children.
that's
Right.
later.
Yeah, but we're not trying this later.
Oh, you're talking about marriage now.
Yeah, we are talking
You're
about
talking
marriage.
you
so
getting married. You
getting-
decided to let's
Yeah,
marry.
That's what I'm saying. So
But you
have to
can't
get
predict
why.
because me, they have said to myself as the year progress, I'm also progressing. Do you understand? Yeah, this can come like there are times that obstacles will come. I can lose my business at any time. Those things can happen, but that one won't bring me down. Do you understand me? You should know yourself. You should know yourself better before you decide to marry. You should know yourself. I can do this. I can help do this. Do you understand me? There are some people naturally, when their business go down, they go down. There are some people that they are losing their business, but trust me, they don't even show it on the media. They pick up. Do you understand me?
Very good point,
Make sure
yeah.
you know yourself. Like, make sure you know yourself before you decide, say, okay, I want to marry, I want to settle down. And as a man too, you should have that faith as well.
And even
But if
sometimes,
you're going to look
you know,
at,
say sometimes the man can be very, poor or will not be even having a lot of money, but or worry then boom, things start working for him.
Yeah.
see, it's
Sometimes
marriage,
that you
sometimes
do-
it's
Sometimes
like-
the
no.
blessings
You know,
comes
sometimes
through the
people-
marriage.
That's sometimes now people are focusing
But,
on.
okay, wait.
It's not an
But you know,
argument.
So-
sometimes,
Which one is sometimes?
Wait, okay, let me.
Sometimes
it's so sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Because marriage you
leaving
can't
your mother's
predict.
home to go and rent. Do you know that?
Marriage you can't predict how your marriage will be.
Yeah, but
Wait.
I'm telling you what you should do.
So that is why we are putting in sometimes because you can't predict.
No. What I'm trying to tell you
know,
is
see,
the
you know
decision
that-
before marriage. The decision before marriage. You shouldn't go in a marriage thinking that maybe I'm a worry and nyama befa anyway. That's my point.
If you are considering getting married, meaning say a woman man understand they say, oh, okay.
But you know, sometimes I see basic marriage or you entering into marriage like you leaving your father's home to go and rent.
That's not the case at all.
No,
I even know some people where.
Listen, you know why I'm saying that? You know why I'm saying that? Because when I'm living with my parents, actually I don't pay rent. I don't pay water bill. There's food at the kitchen. I wake up anytime I go and cook. But right now I'm renting, and maybe let's say you're done with the university. Your parents are actually not supporting anymore because there are other siblings over there.
Yeah.
Right now you're paying your rent yourself. You're paying all your other bills yourself. So Charlie, you work hard because you know that if you don't work, unless maybe a man sponsoring you. But if you're a single lady like somebody like me,
Hey, liar.
A liar say, oh, a single lady.
Liar.
I'm a single lady.
Liar.
That's what they tell our cast.
Listen me, eh?
So it is oh, a single lady.
On behalf of
Wait,
boss, we are sorry, okay? Boss, we
No.
She
So
said she's
you see,
single,
on
they lie.
that basis,
Hey, they say apologize.
Apologize to
I
boss.
apologize
To him.
Apologize
I
to
said
boss.
I'm single.
Hey,
Oh,
Women.
this is not the topic for
boy.
today. This is not the topic for today. But I'm just trying to say that I know a lot of ladies out there. I've met a lot of business
Call one.
people who are trying.
I
know a lot of
Madam
ladies out
Leticia.
there who are trying to, run business, trying to do other things because they don't have anybody supporting them. Family, no. Boyfriend or relationship, no. Do you understand me? So at the moment they move,
what I'm saying,
at the
you don't
moment
get it though.
I get it though, but at the
After
moment
you
they
have
move,
gotten everything
if
for
you
yourself
want-
as a woman, you should still go for a financially stable man.
I'm not saying you shouldn't go for.
I'm not
maybe
saying
I
rich,
won't tell
I'm
you.
just saying financially
yes, and I'm
stable.
not saying say marry somebody who is. See, sometimes you can marry somebody who is rich. Do you understand? You can marry somebody who is very, very rich. But anything can happen,
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
That is
so on
that
your
is
side too.
outside the matter. That one, it is beyond the
Wait,
scope.
see,
You
wait,
cannot
or
tell
your
the
bar.
future.
And
Wait,
Kobe
wait,
I'm pesca for.
And you say it's
Escafon.
for
Yeah,
them, no,
because
because
you can
trust
answer
me.
Because no,
Missing financially
At
stable.
least
No.
if the person can afford
Be this-
rent, as far as you know, say me call
Rent, bills,
me?
healthcare, basic needs, some small money.
Ghana
outside for
had one
emergency.
copper card na healthcare na dey be
Eh,
na majamu
see,
aya.
very important.
I'm not saying that
my
I'm not
stable
looking for
I
a
should
rich
get
man
married.
to marry.
What
If
the
I
heck?
get my
Obi, what the
ideal
heck?
man,
Uh-huh.
okay.
What's your
wait,
ideal man, by the way?
Guys, please, I beg.
Oh,
It's
tell
not
us
the
your
topic
ideal
for
man.
today.
Tell
If I
us.
should get my ideal man and he's rich, God, I thank you. If I get my ideal man and he's trying, like somebody who is trying to, I know men, like I have friends, male friends,
You be-
who are actually working hard.
Share, obi
Say
jina
ebefa.
kantaman
Do
to
you
niema
understand
gu
me?
ni sa so
Like,
share.
they are
Or
trying
try.
to ebefa.
On foul.
Yeah.
Girls,
Also be fine.
No,
No,
listen, no. See, relationship.
They say you dey lie.
No, me, I feel that a relationship go beyond money.
Yes.
Even though money is it's sweet in marriage, but trust me, it goes beyond. Somebody can have money, but they don't respect you.
Okay.
There are people I know people who have money, but they don't even take care of their kids. They take care of people outside.
Okay.
There are certain things I don't want to bring on this podcast.
Yeah.
But I know a father who actually have money, but in my end, I'm about saying.
Because sometimes you know they believe say the children be home. You don't know the inside of
What are you talking about?
Sometimes you
I
never
know
see
people
the
who are
children,
actually
the man
rich,
knows.
but they're
Hold
not
on.
taking care of their
Sometimes
kids.
you never even
What
they
about
watch
that
the
one
children,
too?
the man knows.
So
Sir.
if you have a
No.
man who listens to you,
Hey,
trust me, if
hold
you
on,
have
hold
a
on,
man
hold
who
on.
listens to you,
Hold on,
a
hold on.
man who puts your needs first.
Hey,
What?
Ose
And
no-
like, you know, a
na
woman-
you say to mommy o.
you know, we actually take care of home. Like, we take care of the
your
house.
needs first above who's? Him, himself.
Really?
I'll ask you a question. A man who puts your needs first above his own needs.
No, like
So your
somebody who
needs
are
first-
actually also prioritize your needs as well. You
Yeah,
understand?
they
Okay,
talk.
let me put that
Prioritize
way.
your needs as well.
Do you
Ah,
get it?
Now your needs first over mine. Hey, that about me
Okay,
you're not measured
okay, yeah, me woman.
Hey.
Do you
I go
understand?
there,
Me?
do
So
what
you see,
they-
sometimes I think the marriage go beyond money because I know a lot of women in
Everybody
marriages
knows
who
marriage
have
goes
actually,
beyond money.
Yes,
This
I
one-
know.
what we
but
are saying
the
is,
basic, yeah,
for
you
the
get
status,
the basic. Oh.
he should
you
have
get the
the
basic,
basic.
but right now you are saying say
If he doesn't
you
have
leave
the basic,
man.
what
What
should
if
you
I leave
consider
the man
marriage?
too?
No, you
right
are
now,
making
I don't want to
it.
talk about
You are
somebody's
making it
relationship
more like.
trending at the moment. But the person left for a rich person, claiming said he a rich.
I
But
just
Charlie,
hear some
but attitude, and then
I
back.
just hear
So
some.
what I said,
I just paradise girl.
but Charlie,
I don't know that.
say there's something more in that man, more than
Omo
the money I went to
Obiadi,
see
yes,
out.
no.
Boy.
Me, more be
Omo Obiadi.
Hey.
MFO
Me,
Obiadi.
Omo
Girl,
Obiadi.
when we start starting,
Can I say
paradise.
that? Or like this, there's me. There are some guys. I don't want to lose as friends. Do you get it? Because the vibe we get, there are some people when you get closer to them. Trust me, you forget all your problems in the world. Like they'll talk to you. Like you calm down. Some of the problems that we are
Men
facing.
bestie.
You get it?
Men bestie.
Known as bestie. So I think that before, as a lady on my side, before you decide to marry a man, yeah, he also has his part he has to play. But make sure, ask yourself, are you financially stable? Can you also take care of yourself and your siblings? Because the man may not look into your family like that, because he also has a family. So you have to look at your side. That Charlie, am I also doing something that I can use to support the man? If not the man, can myself before you consider settling with a man.
Okay. Prince.
She's over the bar. Papa no hoko. You don't need financial stability as a woman for marriage. You don't need it. If you have it, cool, fantastical. But you don't need it. It's a man that needs financial stability to marry. Because the role of the man is the provisioning. You have to be the provider of the family.
But is
right?
it all the time I can ask?
No, who is saying, what's wrong with asking your husband for stuff?
And what if he's not there to provide?
Yes.
What happens?
That's why I'm telling you that, yes, it's okay for you to do something for yourself. But
What did I say? I just said make sure you have something.
Something, yes.
That you can use to support yourself. I'm not saying have everything.
the financial stability I am talking about is that, I mean, as a man, we have our roles that we have to play, and the female also have their role that they have to play. This mix of it in the modern era where men are doing what women are supposed to do and women are doing what men are supposed to do is probably why there's a lot of confusion in marriages, right? So men should stick with what they are supposed to do. Their role that is cut out for them. This new wave of there shouldn't be any static society. Gender roles to marriage is I don't think it's a good thing. So men should be doing the provisioning and the protection of the marriage, and then women are supposed to maybe taking care of the household and stuff. Now, obviously, in 2025, a single income household is almost impossible. So you need the woman to also bring in something to support. Because if I'm a policeman and we're living in Accra, now me kwaje 3,000 per bar and swing. You can also hear nurse and we round the household. That is fantastic, right? So, but I don't think the onus lies on the woman to bring up financial support to the relationship. I don't think so. But if you're a man that you have it, that is fantastic for you. And as a woman, you shouldn't be saying yes to a man that cannot even pay his own rent. I don't see a point. So if you're a woman you are married, unless your father is giving you people house somewhere, please advise yourself. Don't go for a man that just at the beginning of your marriage you have started paying you rent as a woman. Along the way. So of course you should do something for yourself, because open chini with funeral frame here, I go vex. But you should be doing something small for yourself. But as I said, you are not supposed to, because that's not your role as a woman. Because the confusion starts when the woman is doing the provisioning. What the 600 cities about, or the 400 cities about. Actually, to train chance in the man out to work game. Also, by also better train chance in the movie. On one or yeah, more also obey for a year. Oh, because she's doing part of your job. So she also wants you to do part of her job. I don't know, I won't be changing diaper. I don't know.
But if you're doing that to support,
no, I'm not saying it's
fine.
wrong. No. I'm not saying it's wrong. But I'm telling you that the roles are different. And what we are naturally accustomed to are different. I'll leave it at that.
I want us to also look at another point. Since we are, talking about financial, status, let's look at another, status too, if that would be a better thing to also look at before considering your partner in.
Okay, so me, it should have even been second point is okay. Spiritually it should be strong.
And I also call Jim was spirit in the morning.
Oh no. The first place to consult is prayer. or God.
But also go to counseling and prayer.
Do you understand?
Counseling, babe.
Counseling, babe. It's good to get counseling from people who actually
Yes, good.
have experience or know better than you do.
So the point,
But
the point
I think
is,
the first, it's not every issue that you have to go and seek somebody. Talk to God. It should be somebody that, because if not, every day your issues will be out there.
Yes, exactly.
Do you understand? So it should be a woman. Me, I'm talking on the woman's side though.
Okay.
I'm on the woman's side.
So
if you're a
what-
woman and
oh, no.
before you consider,
I want to
say,
understand your point.
I want to
I
settle.
want to understand that the woman should be prayerful or the man should be prayerful.
No, I mean both. Do you get it? But
Hey,
right
hey,
now,
I mean, my workout.
no, both. But right now, I'm talking on the woman's side.
Mm.
If you're a woman, because most of the time, it's we the women that complain much, because the man can overlook certain things like, yo,
Normal.
normal. Do you understand? But to you, the lady, you
Mona
feel
mo
no,
pray.
this is not
Basically,
normal for
Mona mo
me.
pray.
And if you are somebody who talk too much, every day your marriage will be out there, and you will see that you'll be complaining to people who never tells you what is going on in their marriages.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you understand? So you should be somebody who is spiritually strong. Like if you are not strong, but Charlie, you know how to pray.
Okay.
You know how to seek for protection or whatever it is. Do you get it?
God's help.
I pray. I go to church. Do you understand? I go to church.
Where do you
So,
church?
In Past City Church.
Hey, and also you're for.
And also, ever for Gobi.
Minimum, sorry, no.
Sorry, no.
Me quite sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Unima sorry.
Maybe minimum, sorry,
Yes, so much I never
minimum.
come. Unima sorry.
Minimum.
So you see, that's what I'm trying to say. If not, you see anybody dressed nicely out there, because they don't tell you what is going on in their marriages. You feel they're having perfect marriage. You go and say everything you like. You don't certain things that you don't even have to talk about in your marriage. You go and tell them. But if you know, essentially, this issue, it's between God and I.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? If you're a lady and you don't know those things, please don't settle for marriage, because you're going to see more shaggy
Okay, praise.
when you enter the marriage.
You two,
Well.
what be another side way man for look
Spiritual
at?
strength.
Oh, no, say spiritual.
Spiritual strength. Say, be kwaje mo die so mu ana.
Charlie, behave.
Slap up.
Behave.
Frankly, I don't have opinion on that subject matter. The spirituality of the whole thing, I think more
So
so
where the Obeko Beni no way.
over emphasis on spirituality also. Oh no, open someone no wife here, you know, see your call all night. Charlie, some way.
All night.
And even talking about spirituality, the Bible says the woman, the man is the head, the spiritual head of the woman.
Spiritual head bang.
And I understand.
Me say way. I'm
Do
sorry.
it! Charlie, you dey see him? Don't marry him.
Oh,
Don't.
hey.
Wait, you need to.
Yeah, you are the spiritual head of the house.
Spiritual head bang. Man,
Bible.
Koti.
Oh, I can't quote proper.
Quote it.
But your spiritual head, your spiritual
head, babe.
your spiritual leader is
Leader
your husband.
bang.
But
You know,
you people would rather listen to your pastors and your spiritual
It doesn't
fathers.
go there.
Your-
We don't
your
go there.
spiritual
See,
fathers.
what I'm talking
more
about
than-
is different. Because here's the case, you're even quoting a wrong thing. Do you understand?
How do you know it's
But-
wrong?
Do you know what he's trying to say?
What? How do you know it's wrong?
Okay.
You submit to God through your husband. You don't know that. Your pastor
Oh,
doesn't have to.
Oh, that one is
what
correct.
I'm-
That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
wait.
That's not what
That's
you
what I'm
mean.
saying.
That's not what you mean.
Wait, but he's
That's not what he means.
Calm down, calm down.
Okay, he's
Calm down,
about
okay.
to say that there's a church service and I want to do the do. Do you understand me? Why do you want to go to church? Why I want to do the do?
You can do 3 minutes before you go to church.
Hey,
Oh, that be.
who is that 3 minutes?
Man, question your faith. Question your faith. Because
No,
trust
give
me,
God the respect.
See,
Oh, just
let me
this
tell you,
few
if
hours
I
all
have
call by.
service, if I have
that
church
is
service,
no.
Oh, come on, Payamo. You never.
No,
pray for you.
no.
You see, the people can do this. The people can do this.
No,
All of you
no.
can have class, you are sent out.
That's
Hey.
the question I don't know.
God says the first you are married.
Miss
You are
Levo.
married.
Oh no, calm down.
Relax. Mama, you camera boys. Now that I'm
Wait.
Hey, my pamo. Hey.
all the time.
Hey.
I'm married, all right. And I
Kofi,
said the
Kofi,
fact
hey.
I'm married.
Kofi, hey.
And
Calm
I'm
down
telling
your
you
voice.
that.
Hold on,
And
let
I'm telling you, see, the point that I made, don't
Let me go
misquote
through his
me.
point. Let me go
Because
through his
I
point.
said,
No,
before
I was
you
making
go
a
to his
different point. I was making a
You are
different
making
point.
a-
to
It's
yours.
the trouble by
So
attacking
yours-
Anna.
No. He's right. He's completely right.
Any own coho.
Hold on. No. He's the truth of the matter
See,
is this. Please let
Wait,
me
I,
finish.
before
You
you,
let-
say,
you
no,
let-
before
let-
you
no,
conclude,
let-
the spiritual, no, before you come and say anything against what I said.
Let me
the
finish what I'm
spiritual
saying. You don't know what
form I
I'm
was
coming to
talking
say,
Wait,
about
la.
is
No,
that-
wait.
How
Talk.
do you know what I'm coming to
You
say?
talk.
You talk.
The over submission to the church instead of your husband is what we are talking about. Hey, pastor say, Yanko sorry says, about 5:30, how dare you say I should make you food? That's the truth of the matter.
No. We are not talking about. We are not talking about that. No, how you are concluding that is not.
Is it your point?
No.
Is it your point?
Okay.
I'm making a different point altogether.
Okay.
Allow.
I'm just saying that the Christian girls in here, she will do everything for the church. Everything. Sorry, 6. Akopra, akoye say. But what her husband needs, you know, the onye. Right? Yeah. What the husband needs the onye. Oh, they respect their pastors more than their husband. If see, let me tell you a fact here. If your pastor and your husband have contrarian views, like your pastor is saying A and your husband is saying B, you are supposed to follow your husband.
Submit to your husband.
You are supposed to submit to your husband. But the Christian girls of today would rather, hey, pastor say, that's conclusion. Because how dare you? Are you pastor? Are you man of God? You see, that is the point I'm trying to make. I'm not attacking your point that you have to be a prayerful person.
Okay,
What's wrong with being a prayerful person?
Okay.
So you are supposed to submit to your husband. So if you are going to church maybe at 12 a.m. and your husband says, it's not safe, stay at home. Don't go and do church. Go and sit down. You don't want me to go to church. You don't want me to go to church. Nobody got your faith. And I want to get closer to God. I answered him. Closer to God, I answered him. So her point there is making that you have to be a prayerful person. You don't have to go and talk your matter outside your marriage. You have to seek God's intervention in your marriage. Valid point. But what I'm trying to say is this: these Christian girls also over spiritualize everything.
Question the church your wife is attending. Because my pastor will tell you that before I even give you a prophecy, you should be spiritual enough to know, say, no, this prophecy is confirming something I've been praying about. Do you understand me? That's the spirituality I'm talking about. So, and you should know that. You should know when to go on your knees to pray in your room, not in the church. Do you understand me?
Nobody is disputing that fact. Everybody agrees with you. Everybody agrees with you.
But the point is, when to consider to marry. Do you understand me? You are going to consider to marry. You should be somebody who you should know all these things. What you're talking about is you're not married, though.
That is fair.
You're in the marriage.
That is fair.
Do you understand me?
So
And your
you have
wife
to
is
take,
saying,
so let's use this too as an example. Send away ope asorico. We want pass. Well, this guy.
Oh yeah, example.
Because from how you are talking
with your husband or the person you are with. Faith before you consider to marry. Make sure your faith align because there are some people who don't believe
it's never aligned. Because your point of view from the spiritual side is
a Christian girl will never believe those things.
Hey, no.
A Christian girl.
You are lying.
You are lying, no.
See, let me tell you.
No, say you because the Christian girls that we know.
Then you know. So question that person's faith.
No, not her faith. Her faith there is solid. Her faith is solid.
So if I'm going to settle with a man that I know, say, Charlie, the faith that he has doesn't align with what I think. Going to church Christ is a problem. Forget about maybe going to church at the wrong time. Do you get it? Because me, if I'm married and I have a program in church, my husband should know ahead of time. Do you get it? You should even know, say, babe, I have a program on this date. That's communication. I think somebody you can communicate with. And when we are talking about the faith side, somebody who should believe in God. Because there are people, trust me, who don't believe. They don't believe. Do you understand? They have their own way of, they think that the world is the world.
Yes.
They don't believe in God. So if you think the person's faith doesn't align with you, don't even consider marrying at all.
Good.
Yes.
Don't consider.
I don't disagree.
That's what you're talking about. And I'm saying just
we are talking about
enough.
behavior. So what we are talking about.
We are talking about the spiritual aspect.
Matter of fact, we are not arguing. No, we are talking about two different points. I'm saying that you say what you should consider.
So how will you know, say?
How
will you know, say the person or person in here do now or person quite sorry at that time? You're not come to marry the person.
Let me finish my point. So we are talking about what you should decide on, what you should consider before marriage, right? So let's say when you are with this girl, right, and then certain odd hours, maybe she wants to go to church. At certain times, she wants to do A, she wants to do B, and she wants to do. You see, there are churches that they almost worship their pastors, right? And if your girl finds herself, when you find your girl in those kind of church, it means that your girlfriend will prioritize her pastor over you.
But you are not married, so at this point,
I'm
even
saying,
consider
what you should
consider
see.
her rights.
Yeah. Well, no.
What right, bro?
No,
Right
and
in here,
then
then.
I don't
What
side
does
with.
the man
I
get
don't.
married?
No,
Change.
I don't. See, see. I don't.
Let him make his point.
I don't
Oh.
side with you because you are now getting to
So,
the
you
point
want- you want to wait. You
No,
want to wait
wait.
till you marry.
No, let me land. You are not getting to the point you want to get married to her.
Okay.
One, you know that this girl I'm going in for is a church girl. Maybe her faith and my faith there is a little
Nobody is saying that their faith doesn't align.
No,
I am
let me
you, you are
let me
Christian some.
no let me finish. There's a bit difference between you guys. Maybe you know up a couple but all the near Kakra. And then you made a point say at 12 our person you want to do the do and then she's now going for all night or something. But at the first place, do you think you guys dating? I'm on worrying. You want to have sex with the lady I won't worry no. No, because he made that
statement. We are not going to talk
statement.
about what should and what shouldn't. We are talking about what is. What is that boys they eat them, my body. So no, come tell me what you are supposed to do
No.
and what you are not supposed to do. What you are supposed to do with a girl whether you are married or not.
We are also
That be different conversation.
we are also
altogether.
no.
No. Let me finish my point.
We
are
should-
saying that how would you know that if you marry her and then she's supposed to go to church instead of be with you, she would rather go to church than be with you. You can't know until you are actually married. And you are saying that while you are in a relationship, you are not supposed to even have sexual intercourse in the first place to know that thing. But then what I'm saying is that the sexual example was just an example. We are just talking about prioritization, that when she's supposed to prioritize church, or when she prioritizes church over you or the marriage, that is where the problem is. Her point of praying and then doing everything, it is a valid point. If you have a prayerful partner, we chaloto, we deloto society. What you say? But the prioritization of the church over the marriage or the husband is what we are talking about. So when you see some girl, you will see say, oh, this girl, everything about her is my spiritual father. Hey, pastor say that.
That one they
hey,
did.
the pastor.
That one
then
they
you would
did.
know that if you look at it very carefully and critically, you could tell that if you get into a marriage with this girl, right, and there are times that you need her, she would rather go to. You see, some Christians view or what? If the neighbor fear share, and it's time for him to go to church, or Beshama the neighbor fear share, then they will go to church.
See,
That
the
is the
point
point
you
I'm
are
trying to
making
make.
is a solid point because there are people that say
Yeah, I don't know where
even
they- where they
respect their
stay.
pastors.
No.
Listen,
They
there are
are
people who respect their pastors.
there are people. Majority
No.
of Ghanaian
Listen,
youth
listen.
respect their
Not-
pastors.
no, I'm not saying
your
it's-
point is
your
solid,
point is
but
not
the thing
solid.
is that there are some youth out there, or there are people, not only even youth. There are people who even respect their pastors, their
Most-
church elders
most
more than
people.
their mothers and their fathers. in the
people.
home.
Yes.
Do you understand me? And some of them, if your man understand you, you guys at head and like you know what you are up to, there is no way, because when you go to the church will even teach you how to respect your husband at home. If you are
Do
in
they
the
though?
right church.
Do they?
They do.
Are you sure?
Master, they do. If it's your wife or your husband who is not applying it.
Oh,
Do
interesting.
you understand me?
So now it's the husband
They
or the
do.
wife's fault.
Like they do. The church are teaching. Even if the church is not teaching you, your Bible is teaching you.
Right now,
You
the
call
church are
yourself a
just
Christian,
preaching prosperity, Obosu.
It's not all the church.
They are just
Yeah,
preaching
Papa, no.
prosperity.
It's not all the churches.
But for him to abodogun so
My dear, then why?
That
wait
she was
oh.
a Becca.
And yes, how?
Nsabeka
It's not
so na
only
Nsanka
about
era.
that. Do you get it? Because yeah, we ourselves now we want money. Do you understand me? We
Yeah.
want money, and it's not a crime to make money.
At all.
Because as we said in the beginning, the first thing we even spoke about was finances, right? So it's not if the church is even teaching you, that's good. Then the world will teach you how to make money wrongly.
The church is not teaching you how to make money. They are telling you to give them your money.
It's not that one dear. They're not my church.
Talk for
Do you
the
understand?
church.
Not my church.
Now, church, and they don't know how to make money that they account to teach you. All they will tell you is that give, and God will give you back. That's
Are
what
you
they are saying.
real? Okay, then not me, not my church. Because in my church, you give based on your faith. If you want to
And
give an
based on your
offering, you
faith,
want to
I mean,
pay
that's
your
what they will say,
tithe,
but they will
you want to
manipulate you
do
to
whatever you want to
have
do.
more
It's-
faith than you
Charlie,
have.
that's you.
Everything
Because
is
there's
between
so
you and
many
your
ways,
God.
me myself, I've given out offering and it has turned out in a very big way for me.
Yeah,
Do you understand?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's my faith between me and God.
Shouts-
not even
shouts-
up to the pastor.
shouts to God.
Because
Shouts to
whatever
God.
I'm doing, I don't do it because I'm in that church and because of that pastor. I'm doing because of my faith between God and I. Do you understand me? So we are just trying to say that before you consider, I want to marry this man, here's the case that he doesn't align with certain things. Do you understand me? So to you, watch all those things. Does my man knows all this? Does he accept this? Does he like this? If he doesn't like, don't force to marry the person because he thinks that the person even has the money in the first place.
Yeah,
because if not, you'll be enjoying the money, but Charlie, you're not happy. Because there are people who are having money right now.
Most
buying
of
certain
them
things are
do-
so cheap for them. Somebody spending 5,000 a day is so cheap for them now. So if they just imagine if they don't have the happiness they want.
Yeah, and then you are right, because most of the ladies, they do consider getting married to the men because they will change, or this guy
Wari
is
Obejai.
this Wari Obejai, and then it's affecting us, or it's affecting the youth when they go into marriage. So you are right. So what other points do you think we should consider?
Perhaps emotional intelligence, right? When it comes to relationship, everybody knows that it's an emotional endeavor, right? Emotion comes across, it goes away all the time. So knowing when and what to say, when to say what and when not to say something is very, very important. Knowing how to regulate your emotion in a relationship. So you see this girl, when she's upset, or afar, you know, they are both TV. Wait, you're finding could be omnibufu a person mbo wasun be man bufu to meet bufu was onya another be more than echo.
But there are
Right.
ladies who also like people like that too.
And they are them are there. But what I'm saying is, what me most of the time I'm talking about what I would want my sister to go for. You don't go for a beating man. You get? So a man that knows how to regulate his emotions, right? He knows when he's upset. Okay, when I'm upset, I don't like to be in your space. Right? Then you two as the woman, you have enough emotional intelligence and or maturity to know that he is upset. You want to be in his space. So yeah, fiance, make quiet. And I'm trying to talk to you. Why are you running away? You don't.
They don't know that though.
You no need.
They don't know.
You get, because the way we regulate our emotions are different. Hold on. How we regulate our emotions are different from you
Why
guys.
are you on me?
Right? Because as men, you people, when you are emotional, you just want to talk and talk and talk and talk. If me and you, we get emotional battle right now, the first thing we are doing is we are stacking up and, right? But you are my girl, I'm not going to stack up and fist with you. So what I'm going to do is go find somewhere to cool down. As a woman, in your fiance, now will parrotness about you are coming to parrot around now. Baby, you could be an out in nature with chon.
Miss Ann, do
get-
you agree?
That's the point.
Oh, like if it's something he doesn't like, why not? You get it.
But do you like?
I don't like it because I also don't want a man that, Charlie, we have issue that we have to talk about it. That's when, like, you know, there are some men who don't want to voice out when they are bothered with certain things because that's what I'm saying. See, sometimes I think sometimes the way you handle issue at home also counts. That will make the man to tell you certain things because a man will go and maybe he has never cheated before, but for the first time he went to cheat and be like, oh babe, I messed up. But catch her, oh God, from that day you start calling him a cheat. Do you understand me? So if you don't position yourself as a woman to, in fact, to embrace certain things in the marriage.
Embrace what? Cheating?
Not cheating.
Okay.
I'm not saying like emotional. We are talking about like there are some of the things, Charlie, they will come unexpectedly. There are things that will happen randomly that you are not even prepared for. Do you understand me? So maybe maturity comes in. How you handle issues and certain things. You're a mother. Your child will go and have issue in school. You drag the child to the school, just go and fight. Do you get it? You should have a woman who knows how to reason. Do you understand me? How to handle issue at home. When things happen, you know, Charlie, I can hey babe, sit down, let's talk. There are some women when they when the thing happen.
Babe, when your boy Biano was starting the babe on.
There are some women that when issue come, they will say to you, Charlie, babe, what's up? What's happening? You know, they'll vibe it. There are people too, they will never talk. They are waiting for you to come and tell them that this day that they will start giving you attitude.
And the brack is your back share my man.
Do you understand me?
Them
So
women.
if you are a woman, before
bet you
you
am I a
consider to be in marriage with your partner, look at how your partner actually handle issues.
Okay. So
Yeah,
is there
understand.
any other points? Do you think there is?
On the same topic as emotional intelligence. Yeah, so one thing that we mostly say that men lack emotional intelligence and women rather have emotional intelligence, which I think is absolutely false. So the reason is this: women want us to handle our emotion the same way they do theirs, right? So if a woman is emotional, she will cry, she will do this, she will. So if a man, you are also, let's say both of you, let's say maybe your dog died, right? Dog that you have been with for, let's say, 5 years. You're in a relationship with her, and then the dog died. Then she's crying, sobbing all over, and then you are sitting there. You are sad, but you are just sitting there. You don't show any emotions. Peace have died, and then you are not showing any emotions. Why are you not showing any emotions? The way I process my emotions, you know you do that.
Do we do
you
that?
Know. The way we process our emotion is far different from yours. So if you are crying, don't expect me to be crying.
I'm not saying cry, but Charlie, at least show a sign of concern. You understand me? Show a sign of concern.
How am I supposed to show a sign of
babe,
concern?
don't cry. It's okay.
No.
Lost it, you know.
So perhaps I didn't but
but please, so don't act
How
like
is it
like
So
don't
you want
say
him to cry also?
I'm not saying you should cry. I made a statement, don't cry. But you understand? But if
what
me,
do you
I'm
want
crying,
him to do?
So he's
I
just
mean, show a
sitting
sign
down.
of concern.
He's
Oh,
just
babe,
sitting down.
don't cry.
What
Oh,
sign?
babe, don't cry. It's okay.
It's not.
Type of
Hey,
thing.
come on. It's not coming to. He's supposed to now comfort you. Meanwhile, he's also dealing with his own pain.
But we are in this together. Are we not in it together?
So deal with your pain. Let me deal with my pain. When we
Okay,
finish somewhere, then we
you're the
meet
one
together.
saying it. But is this something you should really consider?
What?
Yeah, I
Is
think
this something
we
that
need
we
to.
should really consider?
Consider
Okay.
what should we really consider? What are you talking about?
Like a man that will not comfort you in.
No.
this
It's
Oh,
not
no,
like
no,
he
no,
won't
no.
comfort you. He's,
I thought you were talking
obviously
about,
will comfort you.
Okay, so
But what I'm
then-
trying to say is, when both of you are dealing with emotion, do not expect him to process it the same way you do yours, right? When you people are emotional, you do all sorts of things, right?
Actually,
You cry,
you
you
see,
shout, you do whatever you want to
me-
do. Cool. We deal with our own also separately. Let us also deal with our own. Don't expect us to. I say, we now, both of us, when a dog die, when you start crying or you want me to forget that me too, my dog died some. So I should come and comfort you, say, baby, don't cry. Baby, don't cry.
Don't cry.
We are when a dog dies, so we are mourning in a way that we are supposed to. So the whole emotional intelligence aspect of the thing is this. Everybody has their way of processing emotion. The emotional intelligence lies in the fact that you respect the other person's way of processing, and then they will also respect yours back, so that you have harmony.
So,
Ew.
getting to the final stage of discussion, do you have any submission, or do you think there's another point you want to?
The point there are a lot. So
There are
they are
lots,
child.
yes.
So people can also share their point of view in the comment section.
Yeah,
as well, because
exactly.
Trust
Yeah.
me, if you are to talk about this, everybody
It's
has
very
their,
broad, yeah, we
everybody
can't
has
talk about
their way
everything,
of
yeah.
choosing their partners. You understand?
Exactly.
Somebody will just look at, say, my man is, and that's
It's
not how I
what-
want.
Okay, your final
As the
submission.
muzzles, you get it.
Your
Everybody
Hey,
has
are
their
you
taste.
talking
Yep.
about me?
Everybody has their taste. So please,
Yes,
hey,
sir. Your final submission.
my final submission.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already concluded though. So I'm just saying that you have to just, there are a lot. You get
Okay.
it, and if you are to mention it, but they are basic things. These are, maybe I can say these three things that we've mentioned: the finances, the spirituality, and the emotion are some of the basic things that you have to consider before you finally say, okay, I want to be with this man.
Okay,
You get it.
okay.
Any other thing may also add up.
Okay. Race.
Sorry. So just like she says, I mean, as a poor man, the last thing in your mind should be marriage. I'm a poor man myself, and the last thing in my mind is marriage. You have to be financially stable, because if a man in a marriage without a good finances, respect in a crown, it go hard give you. So you should hold your own. You should really hold your own. Do whatever you can in this new era to make sure that you have enough money before you consider marriage. Yes, it might far for you if you do the opposite, maybe married and try to make it far, but also, be safe. And then the spirituality aspect that we are talking about, obviously having a prayerful partner is very, very important. For some of us who don't pray as much, we need a prayerful partner so that she can balance us.
Not
You
she,
get-
he too. Which one is she?
I'm
she,
talking
she?
I'm talking about me.
But add the he too.
Get away before. So,
She.
so what I'm saying is, we prayerful partner is very very important. But a partner who also over spiritualize everything too is very very, because over spirituality will make you poor. Ukoye business no say also die na on your baby say jare nyama nyama no sa nyama nyama no you don't need at all. So you need, obviously you need a spiritual partner, but over spiritualization sometimes common sense keke for use. Unkwan nye da kosuya se na ye unkwan ufie fo nya wo hwe. And then the last part about emotional intelligence, no. As I said, you people shouldn't expect us to deal with emotions the same way you do. We are different creatures. Our psychological and biological makeup differs. You get, so what we might do and might not do will be different from yours. If you are crying, don't expect us to cry. If you also, as a man said, don't cry in front of your woman. But then that's a different conversation. If you are supposed to deal with it in a different way, that one too be cool. No expect us to deal with it the same way. If if I'm angry and I'll take my shirt and then bounce, that one be different. That's how I'm dealing with it. Because maybe if I stay home and then do the back and forth with you, I might not end well. In your fiance, my family shirt, you go me come home now with me cheap. You no need. You get. So as we are talking about financial stability, emotional intelligence, and a prayerful partner, I think that's a basis to start with.
Okay, so guys, thank you for watching. This is their opinions. So it's either you consider, choosing what they said as the right thing, or you can consider to see them as not the right thing for you. We are not forcing you to believe whatever they said, but you can also, think about something different. So please make sure you comment and then you also subscribe to our channel. We love you and peace out.